My Adventures with Superman has to be one of the greatest adaptations of Superman in a long time. I don't Man of Steel isn't a bad movie, but I think ever since 2013, the perception that people have for Superman has been highly skewed due to that movie, along with Injustice, but Man of Steel is the main culprit of this situation. Zack Snyder, I don't know if it's because he didn't have enough time to really finish out his, Superman, or just because he just doesn't know how to direct, DC characters, but he basically turned Superman into this, emotionalist god, and for the past, 10 to so years, he has been depicted in public media as this, all powerful. He has been depicted as this, lame and, kind of boring person, whenever that's not the case. Superman is one of the most interesting characters of all of fiction. That's why he is Superman. He has all the powers in the world, and he is such a kind, caring person. That's why people love Superman, and that's why I can tell that these creators understood the characters very well. This is a great love letter to not just the character, but what he represents. I honestly I wasn't hyped for the show at all. I wasn't even that much excited. But whenever the show came out, I gave it a chance, and I gotta tell you, I was thoroughly surprised. I was just really starstruck by the amount of effort that really went into this. The action, the writing, all of it is just so amazing. I think each and every character has their own specific quirk, their own specific feelings and emotions towards things, and it's just so great. Clark especially, the fact that this is the kindest Superman we have gotten in a long time is honestly just, it boggles my mind. I love the fact that he saves a cat from a tree. You know how superheroes call it corny, it's cheesy to do stuff like that, they mock it, I like the fact that this show has his heart on his sleeve, and it shows that it's not afraid to show the old-fashioned elements.
Superman flew us to school? Flame Rose? Superman saved my uncle?
I can hear, cat and tree. I can hear everyone.
And one thing that really hits me about this is the underwear. I know it might sound a little bit crazy, but I think the underwear really does matter with Superman, because I think whenever Zack Snyder basically took off the underwear, he just saw it as this campy thing that just didn't really make sense. But I love the fact that this show goes out of its way to show why it does matter, because whenever he gets his suit from the Kryptonian ship, it doesn't come with the underwear, but his mom sees that and she gives him the underwear on there, because the thing is, whenever you see Superman saving people, fighting bad guys, you're not supposed to see this emotionalist god. You're supposed to see this person that's here to help people. And that's what I love, that this Superman is one that is pure-hearted and here to help people. The fact that in one of the episodes he just cleans up after the battle, it's just the fact that he sees trouble and he's just there to do it, it's just so wholesome. The fact that he's willing to stop, take pictures, it's just what I want from superheroes, and it's just so great to see, especially with such a great character. And with Superman, I think his relationships with his mom, dad, Lois, Jimmy is just amazing, especially with Lois. I think that Lois has gotten some of the most character in a long time. Lois Lane hasn't been my go-to star character in DC, but this show really made me, like her in this. The one episode that really had me was the multiverse one with Mixel Pip. I can't say his name. The point is, I love the fact that we had this multiverse of Lois Lanes out there, and I thought that was such a crazy concept. Not only did it delve into the multiverse and had references to past iterations of the character and more DC lore, I love the fact that it basically helped Lois as a character, as the fact that she saw herself as the least remarkable Lois. But it basically helped her progress as a character throughout that. Something the multiverse should learn later on. I'm looking at you, Flash. You came out the same year. I don't get it. How did this show do the multiverse better than $1 million movie? I really don't know. But honestly, this show is really great. The only minor flaws I really have with this are the villains. I think Lois's dad as a general is decent. Amanda Waller, she's fine. But the rest of the villains, or at least design-wise, are absolutely horrible. It is despicable what they do with some of these designs. Livewire, Deathstroke, what did they do to my guys? What did they do? But I don't know. I wasn't really feeling the whole Task Force X anything anyway. Hopefully in season 2 we get more classic storylines, hopefully with, Lex Luthor and all that stuff. Because I kind of do like, having Parasite and all that stuff. I just didn't like the fact that they were basically being, like, controlled by Black Ops, I guess. I feel like, leaving, Suicide Squad Task Force X should be more of as, like, a standalone thing, or maybe sometimes a Batman thing if, like, Deathstroke is involved. But, yeah, overall, this was a pretty damn good show. I think that Marvel and DC are really bringing their A game to animation lately. This is such a great time for animation, and I am happy to see it. I'm going to give this show a 9 out of 10, and I am so excited for season 2.